speaking of trap music, now I can't, we can't have that conversation without addressing the elephant in the room.
Okay.
There's a third member of the Mount Rushmore of trap music that either one of us don't really, care to mention or speak to that much. Now, what do you think is necessary to bring that shit together, if anything? And I understand we dealing with somebody who's temperamental themselves and, our shit that we got with us versus their shit that they got with them makes it extremely problematic. But in the best case scenario, how could that shit happen? Because that, to be honest with you, that's the biggest motherfucking move for trap music that could happen in the near future.
I just feel like they got to be one of them mafia backroom conversations, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to really be a convo. I mean, what I've learned over the years, man, is like, this shit big business. People that went to Yale still do business with people that went to Harvard.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? So it's just one of them real convos, man. It's been decades.
Yeah. I mean, we talking about Gucci, by the way.
Even with the murder, even though it was self-defense, do you ever think about that? And you think, like, maybe I could have handled that different, especially when you did, like, the diss record?
He needed to be in the ground. I put his ass where he supposed to be. He tried.
Welcome to Late Breakfast. I'm Taurian B.
I'm First Class Regg.
All right, boys and girls. Well, it's only men in here. All right, gentlemen. So there's a video clip that's surfacing where T.I. has his good friend Young Jeezy on his Expeditiously podcast. And the topic comes up of unifying Atlanta and them using their voices to stop a lot of gun violence. So T.I. asks Jeezy, what does he think that they need to do to get Gucci in a room so they can squash all the shit that they have? Now, if you know the history between Jeezy and Gucci, you know that there's real life beef. When Jeezy and Gucci were first coming up, they had a song together called So Icy. The song, there's debates about who the song belonged to originally. Long story short, when Jeezy got his solo deal with Def Jam wanted So Icy badly. But I believe Gucci Mane was working with Zaytoven originally. So Gucci said that he had right to it, so he didn't give it to Jeezy. And that started a huge rift. And, things were said, very disrespectful things were said. And an affiliate of Jeezy's attempted to rob Gucci Mane in his home. And in Atlanta, it's below the Winn-Dixie line, so you are allowed to bear arms. And Gucci Mane killed that gentleman. He's no longer with us. And, their beef ensued. A couple years down the line, DJ Drama actually got Gucci Mane and Jeezy to squash it. But then while Gucci Mane was going through things in his life, he went on Twitter and if a lot of you remember, he went on a huge rant, just saying a lot of things. And but T.I. is also in it as well, because when this happened, T.I. was kind of like a mentor to both of them. But Gucci felt like, this nigga from Macon, he's not even from Atlanta. Me and you from Atlanta, nigga, you need to hold me down. And T.I. felt like he needed to be neutral. So Gucci took that as disrespect and said, all right, well, then fuck you. So all three of these men are very prominent in Atlanta. They all have their stamps that they left over the sound of music that's coming out of Atlanta. I give all the three of them men the most credit for what's happening in Atlanta right now, the renaissance that has happened. And a lot of people feel like Gucci ain't going to be with it, because when Gucci has a stance on something, he stands on it. He doesn't really go back and forth. So for me, as a dual resident of Atlanta, I'll say that. I lived in Atlanta for a little while. My mama still live out there, so my mama live. I go down there to visit every time I get a chance. I love Magic City just as much as Lou Williams does. But I would like to see them squash it, because I really think that they would be able to have voices on things. In the South, people listen to their artists a little bit more, especially men like that, than more so than they do in other regions. The same way how back in the early 90s, Crips and Bloods was able to put the guns down after the Rodney King riots and the Watts riots and things like that. Like, I think that these three gentlemen are actually the men that could stop a lot of things that are happening in Atlanta and start a unification. I love Killer Mike, and Killer Mike has a huge voice in Atlanta. But if these three men got together and started like speaking out and doing things, a lot of things would be able to be stopped in Atlanta. I promise you that. So, with that being said, I want to hear what you guys have to say on this current topic, because it's a heavy one.
It's not happening.
I think there's a lot of benefits to them hooking up and squashing this beef. But would it happen? I highly doubt it, because of the same reason that Taurian just said. I think just from knowing Gucci's history, I mean, granted, Gucci has changed a lot as a person, right? But you know, I just think his word, like keeping his word in the way that he is from what we've seen over the years, that has never changed. Like, I feel like he really won't fuck with Jeezy. I think it'd have to take some real shit. It'd have to take like a real sit down, maybe even get Killer Mike involved. Maybe get, you know, I don't know what platform they would go on to squash it, or if it would be done in private, but I would love to see it. I mean,
Jeezy said that they were close. They were in a sushi bar, and
before he went to jail, he said.
Yeah, they spoke, but man, if we gonna talk real politics, bro, you try to get me killed, bro. I don't know what. Yeah. I don't know what we
allegedly.
But at the same time, you try to get me killed. I killed that dude. So if Jeezy's willing to piece it up after that.
Yeah, but Jeezy,
that you basically even,
bro. What do you mean if Jeezy's willing to piece it up?
Bro, Jeezy's
the man to get me.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
like, nah.
What do you mean if you cool with piecing it up?
We don't know if Jeezy sent that, man. We got to stop saying that.
Okay, Taurian, fine, whatever. But I think about it this way.
If I was of that mind.
If you put in your song, right? If you said something on your platform, right? Yo, whoever take LA chain, da-da-da-da-da. And one of your mans just was like, I bet I'm going to prove myself to Taurian. And I got to defend myself. I'm never sitting down with you, bro. Matter of fact, if I do, come with a vest. Come with a helmet. Come with an armored truck. Whatever Dolph was in, drive that shit. Bro, don't try me, bro. Like, you nuts.
Nah.
So honestly, the ball is in Gucci's court, and it has every right to be in it. There's something called PTSD. There's something called trust issues. We know Gucci's been through a lot.
A lot.
That's not fair to put on him, bro. Honestly, that's not fair.
It's not fair, but
I'm saying because Gucci won that. He won that battle. Like
I promise
they was beefing, and Gucci won. He won that battle. They tried to get him, and he bodied the dude. Like, so at that point, it's like, yeah, you don't gotta trust Jeezy. You don't gotta be best friends, but y'all. If y'all could sit down and talk, they already did that.
No, I had to body a. Listen to what you're saying, Q. I had to body a dude because of your actions. I had to body a dude, period. Whether I bodied him or not, fuck how you feel. You sent that man to me, fuck you and everybody in your family. So fuck that. You don't got to
get money that they're going to squash it. I promise you.
But here's the thing. There's something called squashing a beef, but I don't got to be cool with you.
Definitely not be cool.
Yeah, I don't think they'll
be cool.
Like, we'll never do a record. We'll never do. And matter of fact, if we're talking, because I heard T.I. say the Mount Rushmores are them three, right? Yes. But Gucci's family tree is way healthier than everybody else's. Jeezy family tree doesn't compare to Gucci's, and neither does T.I. Matter of fact, you combine two.
Wait, who's in T.I.?
In Atlanta?
T.I. is he's the dirt, nigga. What you mean?
No, but he's talking about literally.
I'm talking about the lineage.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the lineage.
At least Jeezy got YG. Like,
but that's not Atlanta.
T.I. didn't put nobody on like that. That's what I'm saying.
T.I. bro, you don't understand how many of these artists like came through T.I.'s. Do the same way they came in.
No, bro. There's a difference. There's a difference between opening a door and growing a tree. T.I. has opened the door, but
Gucci opened the door and he's the dirt. He's the soil.
I can't do that, bro, because there's multiple seeds in that dirt. There's a Gucci seed, there's a Jeezy seed, and there's a T.I. seed.
Gucci's family tree is just really deep.
Bro, that's beautiful, bro. What Gucci has done, man. Gucci's probably one of the only artists that I've ever heard say, "If you don't want to be here, go ahead, keep your records."
I fully understand that. When he got locked up, he gave Coach K and Pete Amigos. He told Young Thug to go to Leon Cohen. I understand the story.
We had Flocka,
Nicki Minaj, Waka Flocka Flame, the producers. But what I'm saying is that a lot of those artists also were in T.I.'s hands as well, and they were also recorded in his studio. T.I.
I get that, but
they work with Tip, and Tip gives them opportunities too. Gucci Mane was just like more generous with, yo, I'm gonna sign you to my shit, but I'm still gonna let you go somewhere else. But they did to me, T.I. and Guwap did the same things. It's just that Guwap really signed them. Where T.I. was just like, yo, I'm gonna introduce you to this person. So what I'm just saying is, it's just that there's a lot of things that they both did that were significant. What I'm saying with T.I. is that he made a genre that Gucci Mane and Jeezy came up from. So T.I. made it cool to do that. Yes, I think they still would have had successful careers whether T.I. never existed, but he does exist.
Oh, I don't think that.
T.I. literally before T.I., everybody thought everybody in Atlanta was just like Outkast, the Goody Mob, Field Mob, you know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely, bro. I get what you're saying, bro.
Tip made it. When Tip came out, every label was like, we need a nigga like him.
Yeah.
From that cloth. So that's what I'm just saying, that's more of opening a door. All I'm saying is I understand Gucci Mane's family tree, and you're right. I'll take back what I said, and I'll say that you're right, that Gucci Mane's family tree is crazy, but I always give that credit to Tip because Tip was the blueprint.
Oh, for sure. I can say that.
Yeah, it's agreeable.
I can say that. I could. There's no argument there, but
all right, cool. See, two Leos can coexist.
What I will say though is the way they spoke about it, they acting like, yo, I'm asking, cause what Jeezy said that bothered me is a little bit dismissive of the situation. He was like, Harvard and Yale still do big business together, bro. This is not big business. This is not money. This is not
big business, though.
No, bro, no, it's not, bro. There's life.
No, there's money to be made.
In my
eyes, this was life or death. I'm not talking about business, bro.
Yeah, but no, it transitions to business though, because the bigger picture of it is that they're eventually probably going to do something. That's what.
But think about it this way, Reg. Would you want to break bread or eat at a table with somebody who damn near tried to get you off?
Me? No.
And so with the mindset like Gucci,
yeah,
Gucci just had an episode maybe last year where he went off the rails and his wife was like, "Give me your phone." Thank God for his wife. When he was at the pool and he was blacking on live and you just saw her come through and the live shut off.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Bro, Gucci is bound to flip off again, bro. I just let it be what it is, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, we've seen this in hip hop before.
With who?
With Nori and Mobb Deep, because they tried to kill Nori and Nori shot them, and then after that they deaded the issue. Like Havoc, Nori, and them, they got cool again.
Yeah,
not cool, but peaceful.
Wasn't Havoc on the podcast?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was on Drink Chat. Bro, Parrish Smith is in a group with Eric Sommer, and Eric Sommer trying to get that nigga killed.
That's a fact. That happened.
Like, all I'm saying
different, bro. These niggas be toting AKs and Call of Duty level 70 guns, bro.
No, I get it. But that shit was a long time ago, bro. They're
not going to be best friends. They're going to piece it up.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, you said let's get over that shit. Like you
have to.
Money from me, bro.
You don't have to. You do not.
Tried to take my life.
There comes a time in entertainment, at least, where both sides realize there's more money opportunities together than apart.
But where does your morals stand? I think Gucci really stands on his morals to the sense where, like, yo, there's no amount of money that you can give me that I'm going to do this.
It don't
just gotta be for money. It could be peace of mind.
All they trying to do. Them niggas not trying to record an album together. All they're trying to do is say, hey, put the guns down in Atlanta, and we can squash our shit. And
you already know how I feel about Jeezy, in a sense, as the way he transitions his message when he's trying to get when there's big business. You already know how we've done that episode plenty of times.
Tip brought up the topic, not Jeezy, but cool. Go ahead.
But I understand. But what what Jeezy said was this his big business. So when the money is in play, his intentions switch.
I have a question. What do you think that Jeezy meant when he said that? I guess before Gucci, and Gucci was in a fucked up. He was on drugs. Like he was wilding out before he went to jail. But at that time, he's saying that they sat down and had a conversation. So like, what do you think that Jeezy meant by like we got close? What do you think that he meant by that?
You see where they stand now? Obviously, the conversation.
They legit. So this is like I'm telling you, it was on Gangsta Grill's radio, and this was in like 2006, and like they got on the radio and they squashed it and like they pieced everything up.
Yeah, but they beefed right after, bro.
But no, I'm about to tell you. In Gucci Mane's book, I read the book. Gucci Mane said that he felt like Jeezy still was acting weird. He like Gucci was the one he was like, yo, I thought everything was good, but he said Jeezy kept acting weird. He thought like, all right, after that, like, we're gonna record music together, we're gonna talk. And he said he saw Jeezy a few more times and he said that nigga was acting weird. Like basically Gucci saying like, Jeezy ain't a street nigga like we think. And he said like when he see Jeezy be kind of like looking like a deer in headlights, and he said he don't like that shit. That nigga vibes was bad. So he said after that he was like, yo, fuck this nigga. And then when he went on his tangent, he said that's why he was like, man, fuck Jeezy, man. Like, I tried to squash this nigga after he had his mans supposedly try to take my life, and this nigga still want to be fucking weird. That nigga could suck a dick. He just said it like that.
Yeah.
So why would I try again?
What I'm saying is that it's nothing. I'm never against trying to mend a fence or make peace about something. So I can
make peace. It's still
you
not
taking it like Jeezy saying we need to be friends and our kids need to play together. Jeezy agreeing with T.I. and saying, yo, us together can make a huge difference in this city. Like a lot of people don't know because like, that y'all not in Atlanta, but like a little girl was murdered outside of Ahmed Aubrey. No, not Ahmed Aubrey. Why can't I think of this gentleman's name?
I heard about that shit.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please, I'm sorry for not knowing this man's name right now.
I think it is Ahmaud Arbery.
Ahmaud Arbery, where his site is outside of the Wendy's, there was a drive-by. Niggas just came through shooting at where the mural is for Ahmaud Arbery. So, like, there's things that's going on in Atlanta, and Atlanta is literally like the Wild Wild West right now. So, for T.I.'s like, yo, like, I want to make sure that I exhaust every single thing that I have to do. So, if that means piecing up with a nigga that I don't really want to, and that'll make a difference, I'll do it. So I think that's big.
To bring it into like, to give an example, right? Do you feel like all three of them need to have one of those Game and 50 Cent moments?
No, because Game and Conference shit. Wait, you mean later or the original squash?
The original squash.
You talking about the conference?
Yeah.
Nobody ever needs to do that.
Okay, so can it just be that somebody in their camp reach out to Gucci and like, yo, can we just publicly denounce the violence together? Like we all give the same.
They don't even got to do it publicly, bro. They don't even got to do it publicly. What I'm saying is like, even if Gucci just get on Instagram Live and just say, yo, me and I ain't got no problems with that, man. Y'all put the guns down. And then he do that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean in the sense of like, yo, we're all delivering the same message.
Yeah. They don't have to. They don't have to be strolling down the street together. They don't even fucking got to be in the studio together. Like,
okay. Well. In that sense, I can agree to that. If all it takes, all they want for Gucci is to say, yo, let's get on the same train on try to put the guns down, talk to the youth, talk to the street niggas that we know they're OGs and have these guys calm down. Cool. That ain't much of a tall task, I don't think. But
do you think that works? Does that work? Because I feel like a lot of people say like, yo, the OGs, the celebrities, they need to come and tell the people, gun violence was here. You don't live my life. You don't live in my neighborhood. You don't live here.
These three different.
My street shit is my street shit.
These three different. Because these three got the street resume to get at least get the attention. Like I don't think nobody in the streets of Atlanta right now has moved more weight than these three combined. So if they can, but here's the thing: what I would like with the people who have the ability to tell me to put the guns down, give me another option. Don't tell me to put the guns down. Don't tell me to stop moving this weight. Give me another option.
They're not telling niggas to stop moving the weight. They just telling niggas to stop killing children.
Well, yeah. Well,
remove drugs. You have territories.
But what I will say is I'm not defending the child getting shot, because recently,
of course not. I know you're not.
The same thing happened in Brooklyn where there was a baby at a barbecue and they aired the barbecue out, but the baby was the only one who got hit in the stroller. And Mano came out and spoke out. Bro. Mano spoke out like, yo, bro, that's not gangster. That's not, now you got somebody out there who's willing to do whatever to redeem this. Like this, you just started a war. It was unnecessary. And I felt like Mano got his point across to where people were like, because Mano's respectable in that sense, especially in Bed-Stuy.
Mano kidnaps people. If Mano tells me to stop leaving the house because coronavirus is dangerous, I'm gonna stop leaving the house.
So I feel like if Gucci got his post on Zone 6, if I'm not mistaken, T.I. got his post on Bankhead, and I know the saying is Jeezy not from there, but I'm not.
Jeezy got his post. Jeezy got where like niggas fuck with him in the city.
All right, if that is three places where if you can literally give them an option. This is where now the big business should come in play. Create some rec centers, create some studios, create an environment where these kids have other means outside of whatever they're doing now. Because low key, the systematic oppression is these kids not having options to do anything else.
Facts.
These jobs won't hire me. There's nothing for me to do. I gotta eat. If this is how I gotta eat, then give me another way to eat. Even if you have me as an intern, do something. Just don't tell me to put the guns down. What else? If I put the guns down, what do I get to pick up?
And I feel like they are doing it, but separately, especially Jeezy.
Now I get that, bro. I get that, but all I'm saying is
Gucci. I'm sorry, especially Gucci. My bad.
All I'm saying is when you tell somebody to put something down, right? You have to give them an option to pick something else up. You gotta sit down with these kids. Yo, what do you want to do? I'm into music. I'm this. I'm into that. All right, but I want you to know there's other ways to make money in music outside of rapping. Learn how to engineer. Here's the studio. Come. We'll have somebody teach you. This, that, and the third. Give them something to look forward to, bro. A lot of these kids in these cities have nothing to look forward to.
That's true. You also can't save everybody, but I also think that them making that stride to go forward, and then them, the mayor of that city, Keisha Bottoms, is doing her part. It just makes a huge difference. And I'm
all for it. But
if they can do something where, like, even if they do have like a discussion showing that maturity, then it might make somebody say, man, this nigga Gucci killed one of Jeezy's mans that tried to kill him. If they can squash it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that shit that I'm worried about ain't about me.
And that,
you know what I'm saying? And that makes a difference, bro.
That's true, because think about it, like just like you said before, like somebody got killed in Brooklyn and now somebody's willing to retaliate for that killing at any means, because you just killed my child. Like, so I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm ready to come do whatever. So exactly with that Gucci situation, like, just it has to stop somewhere. Like that's like the whole California,
bro.
That's like the whole California gang shit. Like niggas, grandfathers killed each other and shit. Like that's and they at war because their family's been at war for years. Like that shit is never gonna stop.
Bro,
if somebody doesn't piece it up.
None of this shit is new beef. All of this shit is taught retaliation. None of it is new. Half these new niggas don't know what they doing.
I mean, if you look
but the Brooklyn situation, bro, as a dad, You knock my kid off, I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody except Jesus Christ stopping me.
Yeah, no, that's different.
I mean, what's going on in Brooklyn right now is unheard of. Like, I'm not a street nigga. I don't hang out in the street. I'm in the house before the street lights come on. Always been on that type of time. But I'm hearing the stories from my friends in the floors, Best Side, Flatbush, East New York. It's crazy right now. Like, these 18-year-old to 23-year-old kids are like really out here with like no resort, like just ready to do whatever. And I think that, we knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen when the youth centers stopped opening up, when kids couldn't get summer jobs. We knew that the energy in the cities, in urban cities, were going to change. We knew this. The mayor of Brooklyn was trying to prepare for this in March. He was like, yo, if we don't have some of you jobs, shit's gonna get crazy in the summertime. So I think with Jeezy and Gucci and T.I., I think it is important. But to LA's point, unless you're giving them an outlet to better themselves and create economic wealth and financial freedom for themselves, we're really talking in circles. Because at the end of the day, you can have all the street credit that you want in the world, but yeah, you've established your street credit and you've gotten rich off of it. I'm still in the trench. I'm still here.
They need to provide education and information as well, because to be honest, there's opportunities out there. Like, people just need to know where to find them, how to get them. Like, sometimes, it's just like, they don't have the right guidance in their life to get to where the information is at. But we're in the
that's all it
era.
is, bro. That's all it is, bro. That's all.
I mean, look at the rapper that just recently died in Atlanta, like, or look at Young Thug.
Oh, that was somebody in with QC, right?
Yeah. Or you look at Young Thug. Young Thug tells the story about Lil Baby all the time. Like, he was paying Lil Baby to be off the street.
No, that's Pete. Pete told that story.
Oh, yeah, Pete. Yeah, my fault. So, like, like stories like that, like, but we don't have too many Lil Babies come out in hip hop. You don't. It's a dime a dozen. So, what do you do where you can create real information that people can use in real jobs? I think it's not just the music industry and shit like that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Regular jobs.
We have to create generational and economic wealth and facilitate that in hiring people. Like, it's not just opening up a car wash or a Wingstop. Like, we got to really figure out how we can really generate wealth and income where we can give those options where, like, it's not tolerable. But that also has to do with...
This is why, like, the death of Nipsey Hussle was so hurtful, son.
It was. But at the end of the day, it
that
also
is
goes
exactly what he was striving to
LA,
do.
but it also goes to the point that Nipsey was a gang member as well.
Yeah, that's
true. That was dope.
That hurts too. It hurts a lot because it's like, yo, this man really was on a verge or on his way to better his community. But the steps that he had to take to get to that is the problem.
Yeah, but
it would have been iller. It would have been so much more ill that he is in the gang if he was able to accomplish the things he wanted to accomplish.
But you're right.
Now he can touch all those people.
Exactly.
In that situation.
And the reason why like sometimes you can't judge somebody's walk, because if Nipsey didn't do that, he wouldn't have been able to do what he did. So it's not just the Crenshaw store, but that whole strip that he had was all employed gang members. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my nigga Cowboy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's to the point where he even had, I keep forgetting his name, but the old man cleaning up the area and getting paid well and taking care of your people. So yeah, he was a gang member, but it also gives those gang members hopes. Like, yo, like, if he was able to employ 40 people, just for this conversation, he employed 60 people. That's 60 people not toting for 8 hours. That's mad people that's not like in a space where they trust this man enough to not bring their guns into this circle because he can't be around any guns. It's so much deeper to have that respect and tap in with your people, but he gave them an option. Yo, put the guns down, put the drugs down, come fuck with me over here, Crenshaw Slauson. I know, do your little 9 to 5, get your money. This looks good when your probation officer taps in. They see what you're doing. You got to pay stuff. You got this, that, and the third. Blah, blah, blah. That's mad. I gave you an option to put something down, pick something up, make some money. Matter of fact, whatever you was making on the streets, I'll pay you to do this legitimately.
Yeah. It is. I mean,
if Atlanta has more than enough of their version of Nipsey, in a sense.
Absolutely.
We got 3 on the screen.
Yeah. I agree. We have. I said we. My bad. The city of Atlanta has a lot of people that can do that. I mean, shit, Ludacris. All of those niggas, Jeff Dixon and Shaka Zulu.
Bro,
fucking Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. Shit, Rick Ross has moved. He lives. I don't know why this nigga lives in Atlanta, but this nigga lives in Atlanta. He's put up in Holyfield's house. Ross can help out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's
that house is beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he got that shit damn near in foreclosure.
Yeah, no, not damn near. It was in foreclosure.
It was in foreclosure. So yeah, he got that house off a discount, bro.
Yeah. I mean, that's all. That's
how you gotta do LA. You gotta really leave like that. You gotta do how you do. You know what I mean?
But yeah, Atlanta has the opportunity to take what Nipsey Hussle did to a higher level, and maybe that's the pitch that they could give to Gucci, in a sense.
It is.
And hopefully change Atlanta for the better, bro.
I think they'll definitely reach him with a pitch like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on this role of he's in this whole bag of just making himself better, and forgiveness. I think is one of those things that needs to be on the docket for him. I don't know. I mean, I don't see it initially, or I didn't see it initially, but I think it does go along with Gucci bettering itself.
I definitely see it, and watch, mark my words, something to shake.
But yo, in watching this, right? Do you feel like this was old and they were now releasing it because they both had long sleeves? Atlanta's probably over 100 degrees right now.
Yo, bro, them niggas they be traveling different in Atlanta, bro, because them niggas be in their cars all fucking day.
Yeah, because both of them had long sleeves.
I'm saying I want to say. It's either that, like, I know niggas in Atlanta, like, sometimes they dress weird. Like we be mad hot, but in Atlanta, like, they're accustomed to that. Like Jeezy be wearing leather jackets and shit, bro. Fucking Gucci Man be wearing mink coats in July. Everybody, thank you for watching. LA, thank you for coming through tonight. You on your shirt?
Good shirt.
Thank you,
I'm Taurian B.
And I'm First Class Regg.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time.